Hey now, welcome back to the channel, guys. I am super jacked about this video. It'll be a short one. It's me getting the car serviced. So I am getting my car serviced. I'm at the dealership, as you can see. So yes, I'm hanging out, looking at Ferraris, looking at stuff. I'll give you guys a couple pans of stuff or whatever, but today's video is about those of you who are looking to buy an exotic car and things you need to know when it's time to get the maintenance done. The last thing you want to do is show up with your new car and realize you can't pay for the maintenance. So we're going to find out what it costs. What does it cost to own a Maserati Granturismo S MC in reference to servicing? And let's see if the rumors are true or if they're not. So yeah, let's go take a look at some cars. We're back. So I figured I would touch on the first thing is, first of all, we're recording live from a Ferrari GTO. If you don't know what that means, Google it. This car's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. There's a lot going on here. I'll show you guys a couple things. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. So, maintenance on these cars. A lot of times when you buy an exotic car, you don't think about the maintenance. So some cars come with service with maintenance for like 7 years, 5 years. You definitely want to check that out because you don't want to go broke owning one of these cars. Most of you getting this probably won't be driving it every single day. So you want to make sure that it's worth it. You want to make sure that the experience is worth what it's going to cost you, because then you throw maintenance on it and this becomes a very expensive ticket. So if you don't got no savings, no money in your bank account, do not get an exotic car. That is the worst move you can make because it costs. So, yes. So, from the GTO, the messaging is get what your budget will allow you to get. And if you're not going to do that, plan for a new budget or get a new job. But anyway, we're out. Let's find another car. Special video now. We are sitting in my new dream car. This is one of two of the new dream cars, but this one's the special one. I love this car. This is the F12 Berlinetta. I believe I said it correctly. And I love this car. And I do believe that this will soon be in my collection of vehicles. But I love this car. Just something about it. Can't explain it. But why are we making this video from the car? Is because that's how you get your dream car. You get in it, you feel it, You play around with it, you look at it, and then you start to imagine life with it, right? You start to picture out, then you emotionally connect yourself to this item. That's something that becomes special to you. And then you work very hard to get it. So I've seen this car everywhere. I feel like it's my Eleanor. And if you don't know what I mean by Eleanor, Google it, then watch the movie Gone in 60 Seconds and you'll understand. This is the car that follows me everywhere. But it's not in my price range yet. It is, but it's not. And I'll have to explain that in another video. Once again, you have to make sure you do things right when it comes to exotic cars, because these are toys. These are toys, but if you use them correctly, they can be assets. So learn how to make your vehicle an asset instead of a liability. So yep. So I'm gonna enjoy some time here. So the next time you see me, guys, I will be breaking down my balance, what I had to pay, and what actually was covered in my service. So this is my first service in the vehicle. Okay, so this marks the 1-year anniversary that I have had my beautiful dream car. So my first dream car, and now I am getting myself emotionally together and ready for the second dream car. That's the next push for me. Okay, so yeah, let's see how much damage it is. I'm out. All right, we're back. We are back. And we're back in my car. Yay! My car. And we are going to go over what was done today. First of all, they said everything's great. Nothing's wrong with the car, except for I may need rear wheel tires at some point, but not right now. He said, but it said drive fast a little more. It said drive a little faster. It says, be able to switch those bad boys out. So let's take a look at what was done. Let's take a look at the paperwork. Okay. So we got oil service. As you guys can see, we've got pollen flush, power steering service, emissions check, wipers, oil filter, washer, pretty much gearbox fluid. Let's take a look at the prices. So that first section, section A, okay, you guys see this is section A. Section A completed, all right? Parts $339, labor $567, which brought me to a grand total of $906. Part B. Sorry, part B. Gearbox parts $82. Labor $184. Brought me to a grand total of $267.39. Section B. No. C. $39 for the parts. $189.99 for the labor. Grand total $226.93. Coolant system flush $187.97. So that was all. Let's take a look and make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, that was not all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, fellas and everyone watching. I'm sorry about that. Let's another page. We got, I have no clue what that is, but it was $29, but the labor was $187.97, which brought me to a grand total of $217. We have the flush power steering system, right. Parts $28, Labor, anyone want to guess? Want to guess? $190, which brought me to a grand total of $219.29. Okay, all right. Let's take a look now. Emissions. It's F. 110. 182.99. Grand total $293.52. They replaced my front wiper blades. Okay. Cost $94. Labor 0. Haha, no labor. Won that one. So that's just $94.12. But really, it was probably like $10, and it was $80 of labor because, yeah. All right. Coolant water lights display on when driving, so they just check that out for me. Nothing cost here, so that's 0. And New York State inspection. Yep. $37. So, after all that's done, we have our breakdown. Dun, 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 dun. $2,206.60. So, yep. That is the cost for my 1-year anniversary of my vehicle. So, let's talk about it. So, I just really wanted to show you guys, you know, depending on where you are financially and what you have or don't have, the most important thing for you is to realize that it costs to maintain the cars. Now, the one thing I will say is some people watch is like, oh, I'd never do that. It's too much for labor, too much this. Well, think about it from a resale standpoint. If you were going to buy, if I would decided to sell this car at one point, right? The first thing that I think any smart buyer would be looking for is service history. So yeah, I could go to my guy in a corner somewhere and I could save me, save me some money. But then when the person who's looking to buy the car comes back and sees that the service history, there's a gap, that's going to hurt the price of the car because they're not sure. And then if you got to bring it now back to Ferrari and they see that you missed a couple things, then that may cause more damage. So I also see the value overall. Yeah, I spent $2,200 in a year. Okay, so a whole year, no issues, and the car is good to go for another year. So that's the beauty of this vehicle, is that the service is yearly. So once a year you come, and then when I come back next year, the service is actually supposed to be a little cheaper because I'm not doing certain things. So just remember that servicing your vehicle is just part of it. So you want to make sure that you're able to afford this, because I've known some people who've come to these dealerships with these cars and they see the bill. Like a gentleman was in there and he saw the bill and he says, I had no clue. And the lady said, well, didn't you know this is what it costs when you own this car? She had to tell him, like, when you own these cars, like, this is what you're going to pay when you bring it to the dealership. So saying this to you guys, when it's your time, think about all the pieces. And think about the fact that even though it does cost a lot to some people to own these cars, it's a part of the expense. So just remember that you too can own this car. Just be in a good financial situation to get it, because it does cost to maintain it and keep it going. So, you know, I hope this video helps somebody watching this. If you're looking at this car, I hope this really gave you an eye. And this, remember, it doesn't matter which model you get. This is going to be the price. So, all right, guys. Peace.